of late. What's the mindset tonight?
I think both teams come in thinking this is a very winnable game, and let's get ourselves on track by making sure we set the tone early. Listen, winning can be a habit, so can losing. One of these teams has got to get off the schneid.
Now let's check out the starters for the Detroit Pistons. Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Cunningham is out there with Tim Hardaway. And it's Duren in at the 5, down low. Now here's Coulibaly. Sarr passes to George. Poole against Cunningham. They set a pick. Back to George. 6 on the shot clock.
Yeah, anytime you put the ball up near Duren, there's a chance it ends up back in your face.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with the head coach for Washington. I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific mid-range shooter and a solid finisher inside, so we just have to get a hand in his face on every shot. Limiting his production could be the difference in this game.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Detroit has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And it's 6'10". Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
Now here's Cunningham, and here's Duren for 3. Out to Harris. Puts up a 3. Another miss by Harris. For Washington, they've gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Coulibaly on the wing, defended by Hardaway. Here's Sarr. The shot, no good. Good D by Duren. For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Hardaway, the pass to Duren. Duren with a screen on Middleton. And here's Thompson for 3. They get it back. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Pass to Thompson. Outside Hardaway. Cunningham, right side. Second shot opportunity. And here's Thompson for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Kicks it to George. The 3 is up. It's Middleton on the wing. Hits the trifecta.
Yeah, as good as anyone on the catch and shoot. Middleton deposits another J.
Detroit leading by 3. Cunningham drives in. Hardaway from outside. It's rebounded by George.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Back to Coulibaly. 4-3. And the Wizards with another 3.
I mean, the versatility of Middleton. Not just a scorer, also a solid passer and distributor.
On the take. Hardaway finds Cunningham. Now here's Harris. Outside Hardaway. And here's Cunningham outside. Pistons keep it alive. Pass to Hardaway. Back to Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. That's tipped. Poole with the ball. Now guarded by Harris. Poole against Harris. George, a screen on Thompson. Three-pointer is up. Middleton. Duren with the rebound. Duren's got 4 rebounds in the game. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle. Not only is Sarr a willing passer, he's a very skilled passer as well.
Out to the right wing. Harris against George. Back to Harris. Cunningham outside to stop the run. And again, the Pistons missing. Wizards leading by 3. Poole outside. Fires for 3. Duren with the rebound. Duren's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Thompson passes to Hardaway. Out to Harris. Up top Thompson. Middleton covering. Hardaway from outside. Rebound by Middleton. Koulibaly on the wing. That'll count. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's Washington. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Here are the five Detroit has to start the second. They've got Dennis Schroeder, Holland out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Malik Beasley, and it's Ivy in at the 2. Now here's Kispert. Three-pointer. Schroeder with a rebound. Pistons trail by 3. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Champagny. Stewart defends. Bay inside. Pass to Kispert. Here's Carrington. Smart for 3. And another miss by Washington. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Wizards last season, for the first time in a long time, hitting the reset button. A losing record, no surprise, but they're trying to build something from the ground up. Enough of treading water in the middle, Brian. They're 45 straight seasons without hitting 50 wins, the longest such streak in NBA history.
Ooh, not good there, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Bay. No made baskets yet. That one goes. Count it.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
Here's Schroeder. Holland for 3. Smart grabs the miss. Washington leading by 5. Down low. Pass to Carrington. Here's Bay. Kicks it out to Smart. From outside the arc. That one's off. He's 0 for 3 now. The Pistons have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Right wing. The 3. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. Washington's gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. No good on the triple. Pistons trail by 5. Stewart with it. Guarded now by Smart. And here's Schroeder outside. Knocks down the long J.
Well, rhythm, confidence. When Schroeder is pulling the trigger, you know he's feeling it.
Schroeder against Smart. And we've seen the league ramp up the series model where teams play each other in the same arena twice in a row. What do you think, Doris?
PA, I absolutely love this. And more importantly, the coaches seem to engage highly in it because they feel to a certain degree it brings you a level of almost playoff-like repetition.
Pass to Beasley. To the wing on the left. And here's Schroeder outside. Another 3 for Detroit.
Well, this is why spacing is so important. When you can knock down distance shots, as Dennis Schroeder does there, it changes the equation.
They find Smart. 1:44 left in the second. The rebound by Detroit.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Here's Carrington. He's scoreless. Champagny drains the triple. And the Wizards lead by 2.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Doris, you look at this Washington team. They hit the reset button.
BA, I am sure that's not an easy decision to make, but I believe it was the right move. Washington was kind of stuck at that play-in level. Now they have a clear focus and direction on the future. May take some time, but I like the plan.
And so it's Washington with it, following the score by Detroit. Smart outside. Off target from 3-point range.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
Stewart, the pass to Beasley. Bay against Ivy. Pass to Holland. Lets it go from deep. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Driving to the basket, and that one is stuffed right through.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Beasley into the lane from the arc. Holland can't hit. Here's Carrington. Pass to Smart. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Washington up by 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
14. And now, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, Bilal Coulibaly displaying his skills today.
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
Chris Middleton is out there with George. Then there's Sarr, then it's Jordan Poole, and it's Coulibaly in at shooting guard. That's the group starting the second half for Brian Keefe. The Pistons trailing. Here's Thompson, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Graham.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
Here's Hardaway. The Wizards making their last shot. Three-pointer. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. They'll pin that on Chris Middleton.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
Well, it was a tough season for the Washington Wizards, Grant. A franchise-low 15 wins.
You know, B.A., it started with trading away their star, Bradley Beal, before the season. But I like their new direction, prioritizing the future and developing talent.
Now here's Poole, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. All right, Grant, what do you think about Jordan Poole's nickname, the Pool Party?
Oh, it's very apt, right? Because when he's on, everyone is having a good time. But it also speaks to his relaxed attitude. He's out there to shoot and have fun while doing it.
Uncharacteristic trip to the line for him. Just lost his feet. On those shots.
You have to admire Cunningham's concentration in these spots, refusing to let the defense overwhelm him.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And so it's Poole who brings up the ball for the Wizards. And there's the screen. Poole exploding to the rim. Blocked. And so the ball out of bounds. Duren touched it last. George outside. Pass to Middleton. Washington again can't hit.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Oh, Thompson from deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Washington. Sarr's got 4 rebounds now. Three-pointer is up. Middleton. The Wizards with another miss. The Pistons leading. The 3 from Thompson. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 5 rebounds tonight. Poole with the ball. Picked up by Cunningham. It's George on the wing. Pass to Middleton. George, a screen on Hardaway. Middleton passes to George. 4 on the clock. From deep, Sarr. The Pistons clear it. Cunningham on the wing. Guarded by Poole. Now here's Hardaway. Inside. Oh, they pick off the pass. And the Wizards on the break. Three-pointer is up. Middleton on target from range. Middleton's got 6.
Now, if you're the defense, you can't allow Middleton to heat up out there. I mean, he can be so efficient from long range.
Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
There's a screen. Pass to Sar. Kicks it out to Middleton. Here's Sar. That's good. And so Middleton with the assist.
Well, you have to track Sar in that action. He's so fluid for his size and does a great job coming off the pick.
Duren, the pass to Cunningham. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Back to Cunningham. Misses the 3. Washington has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. George against Cunningham. Middleton from the outside. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Pistons trail by 4. Thompson scanning the floor. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And Detroit making a change here. Stewart, he's checked in for Duren. Beasley comes in for Thompson. Ivy's checked in for Hardaway. And Sasser subbed in for Cade Cunningham. Now here's Sasser. Ivy outside. It's Beasley on the wing. Will it go? And Ivy gets a 3.
And something Ivy continues to improve. He's becoming a real threat from downtown.
Outside Brogdon. Pass to Carrington. Shoots. Some room here for George. Off target with the open look.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Out to Beasley. Sasser outside. The 3 ball. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. Down low, it's going to be Harris and Duren. Jaden Ivey is out there with Marcus Sasser. And it's Beasley in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Coulibaly. The kick out to Johnson. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Well, Detroit shooting just 34% so far in this one.
Yeah, the transition points courtesy of Harris. Nice job working it quickly down the floor.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Sasser. And he lays it in off the breakaway. And now a 3-point Pistons lead. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Detroit.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Duren with it, guarded now by George. It's stolen by Johnson. Brogdon feeling it out a bit. No good on the 3. And Harris has got the ball here for the Detroit Pistons. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Drops in the 3.
Yeah, the corner is a great spot for Harris. He works to get open over there.
Left side, Brogdon. Outside Johnson. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's his first foul.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Washington making some changes. Chris Middleton comes in for Johnson, and it's Jordan Poole in for Brogdon. Thompson, he's checked in for Detroit. Cade Cunningham comes in for Sasser. Oh, what an effort by Poole!
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Harris outside. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Cunningham passes to Thompson. No good with the triple.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Back to Middleton. From behind the arc. Pass to Sarr. The kick out to Poole. George peels it out a bit. Jacks up a three. Here's Sarr. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. That one on Thompson.
Well, defensively, against a young guy like Sarr, his size and energy can be overpowering.
So he comes up empty at the line. The Pistons have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Cunningham, confident in his range.
Not afraid of taking big shots. Cunningham rises to the occasion and delivers.
And another miss by Washington.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Duren finds Ivy. Off target with the three. Wizards trail by 5. Fires from deep. Washington again can't hit.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
Koulibaly with it. And it's Ivy picking him up. Cunningham against Poole. Cunningham with some nice D.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Knocks down the triple.
Hot off the pass, Ivy has a shot up. No time to waste when you've got a pro-level defense coming at you.
Poole work in the interior.
Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it.
The Pistons on offense. They're on a 16-6 run. Thompson, that falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Middleton against Thompson. Middleton passes to George. Poole outside. Three-pointer is up. Middleton. Detroit with a rebound. Ivy outside. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And here's Washington, trailing by 8. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Three-pointer. And it's Koulibaly missing. Thompson against Middleton. Duren with a screen on Poole. There's Cunningham with a three. Sarr pulls it in. And so it's Detroit with the W.
about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The front court is Rizachet and Johnson. Daniels out there with Young. And it's Okongwu in at the 5. Young against Poole. Outside for George. Now here's Middleton. He's tightly guarded. 5 on the clock. Fires from deep. Rebound by Johnson.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Rizachet in the corner. It's good from long range.
A catch-and-shoot specialist, Rizachet, thrives in that role.
And so Poole will bring it up for Washington. It's a 3-point game. Middleton outside. And another miss by Washington. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow.
Here's Koulibaly. From past the arc. Another miss by Middleton.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's Rizachet missing. Washington's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Pass to George. Here's Koulibaly. He's covered by Daniels. Fires the 3. That one's in. His first shot this game.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
Wizards have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Johnson with a screen on Poole. Young dishes to Daniels. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And Sarr throws it down.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
Young with the ball. Now defended by Sarr to stop the run. And it's Rizachet missing. Wizards leading by 4. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. Pass to Poole. For the 3. Rebound Atlanta. 1:20 left in the first quarter. Here's Daniels. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. Here's Koulibaly, defended by Young. Koulibaly, no good.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you should miss.
Pass to Okongwu. Here's Rizachet. Daniels with it. George picks him up. Releases. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Koulibaly, no good. The Hawks trail by 7. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Back to Daniels. Nailed from three-point land. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Hey, yo, right here.
Poole against Young. For three. Sarr's shot is off. Here's Rizeshay. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Wizards lead by... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Wizards' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got George Niang, also Clint Capella out there, LeVert out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Krejci in at the point. Just 5 on the clock. Nice shot by Smart. The Hawks trail by 6. And this past offseason stand was pivotal for the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, they've been at a crossroads, Kevin, every offseason since their Eastern Conference Finals run in 2021. But after missing out on the playoffs last season, changes seemed inevitable.
We're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Kispert setting the pick for Bay. And it's Kispert in the corner. Here's Champagnie. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Niang. The three-pointer off the mark. Washington leading now by 6. Smart on the wing. Launches it. Buries the long-range jumper. Smart's got 5.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Krejci passes to Capella. Now Niang. Back to Capella. Man in the corner. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Out to the wing. Corner shot. And no good that time.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, and it's a great finish. Oh, my.
And how about his athleticism for a big man? Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
LeVert in the corner. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players. And it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop. That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help team chemistry.
It's LeVert with the drive. There's the triple. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to 4 points. The basket there from Niang.
A solid passer at his position. LeVert excels at finding his teammates when they're open.
Right side, Smart. For 3, Kispert. Rebounded by Capella.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Krejci passes to Capella. Here's Krejci. No scoring in this one. Shot clock at 6. Washington with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Champagnie. The three-pointer, no good. The Hawks trail by 4. There's 42 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Out to the right wing. Niang kicks to LeVert. No good with the triple. Wizards leading by 4. Outside, Smart. Into the lane. Here's Carrington. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Carrington's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now, here's LeVert. He's guarded closely. Niang with the ball. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Wizards, thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
16.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One of the stories here, Marcus Smart getting it done today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
George is out there with Song. Then it's Coulibaly. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Poole in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Johnson gets the bucket.
And this kid, Ricochet, is a team-first kind of player, willing to give it up to the open man.
Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
The Hawks trail by 4. Pass to Daniels. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Coulibaly. Wizards shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Now, here's Poole. Not a lot of room. A three-pointer is right on target. Poole's got his second bucket tonight.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Wizards leading by 7. Now, Coulibaly. He's got 6 from downtown. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Daniels, defended by Middleton. Young with no one around. And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That is his first foul of the game.
And that corner 3 isn't a huge part of Young's game, but his accuracy can make it work.
Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Washington. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Nance is checked in. Here's Coulibaly. He's covered by Daniels.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Here's Daniels. He's defended by Coulibaly. And here's Daniels. Great D that time from Middleton. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Brogdon the pass to Sarr.
2 minutes.
Ball's knocked loose. 6 on the shot clock. Outside to Brogdon. Takes a 3. Hits it from three-point range. And it's a 9-point Wizards lead.
A primary responsibility of Brogdon's. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to him.
The drive by Nance. Here's Ricochet. And he makes good on the layup. Ricochet's got 5 points so far.
Oh, that's a great sign for Richeche, proving he can handle the physicality of the NBA.
Young against Brogdon. Can't get the reverse flush. And they're moving it up. Johnson with a screen on George. Daniels dishes to Young. Hawks passing it around. And it's Richeche missing. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for the Wizards. Koulibaly, no good. For three, Nance. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. Koulibaly's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the inside, Middleton. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Yeah, Middleton is a talented scorer from anywhere on the floor. Goes to the paint and does his thing.
Johnson finds Nance. And the foul called on Alex Song. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Atlanta making some changes. Gaze checked in. Man subbed in for Richeche. Wizards leading by 9. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Smart. Puts up a 3. LeVert grabs the miss. It's Young on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Gay. And so it's the Washington Wizards in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got Okongwu. Young is up there with Karis LeVert. Then it's Terrence Mann. And Gay is in at the 4 spot. And it's Carrington missing. The Hawks trail by 9. Young outside. Driving inside. Pass to Mann. The 3. Rebound by the Wizards. 4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. So we'll see Jordan Poole go to the line here. It's going to be on Trae Young. Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. Richeche is coming in for Mann. Middleton inside the 3-point line. The Wizards with another miss.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Pass to Richeche. That's in coming off an assist from Johnson. And it's 8 points for Richeche.
Got to get out on that if you're the defense. This rookie Richeche can really do damage from the perimeter.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Johnson goes in. LeVert in the corner. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Koulibaly. No good from outside.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
The kick out to Young. Hands it from downtown. Young's got it back down to within single digits for Atlanta.
And most of the time, you expect Young's 3-ball to fall. That's just how good he is.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
And the dunk by Richeche.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
Well, you love their execution to get back in it. This game's very much in reach.
LeVert grabs the miss, and it's the Hawks' ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Young from outside Another three for Atlanta.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Here's Poole, and the layup is good. Poole's got 6 here in this quarter.
And that bucket should stop the bleeding.
Here's Ricochet, defended by George. And the dunk by Ricochet.
Assertive play by Ricochet. Not every rookie is ready to shoulder the big moment.
Here's Poole. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
LeVert with a wide open look. They get the rebound. Johnson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Young. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And the Hawks making a change here. Daniels is checked in. Shot clock at 2. And stolen by Song. Koulibaly finds Poole. Banked in off the glass. Now it's a 6-point Washington lead. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Wizards.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Here's Okongwu, guarded closer. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And Washington has possession. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Koulibaly. Off target from 3-point range. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Hawks, trailing by 4.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
To tie it up. The shot by Okongwu, no good. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Here's Washington now. Here's Poole. The shot comes out. Here's Daniels. He's defended by Koulibaly. Here's Ricochet. Missed. Poke loose. And so it's Washington who's straight by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish.
to say they don't particularly like each other.
And I think fans really gravitate towards that sort of dislike. It just puts an extra added ingredient of intensity on a game like this. So for the fan bases, this one's big.
Now Atlanta's starting five. Risache and Johnson, they're the forwards. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's a Kongwu in at the 5, roaming the paint.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Young, the pass to a Kongwu. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young.
And good recognition there from Trae. It's part of his role. He's got to find open guys.
Pass to Duren from the corner. Okongwu with the rebound.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Here's Daniels. The 3 from Risache. First shot won't go. And out on the wing, Zach Risache has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite.
They get the rebound. Back to Thompson. Cunningham with the ball, and Johnson picks him up defensively. The 3 from Thompson. That one doesn't drop. Here's Atlanta with the ball. Outside Young. Here's the 3. That shot off the mark. Detroit has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Thompson finds Harris. Now here's Cunningham. Puts up a 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
And right now, Cunningham has that shot dialed in.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, JB Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. We talked about star guard Trae Young, their biggest problem tonight. Coach said Young is one of the most explosive offensive guys in this league. We want to make him a volume scorer, force Trae into lower percentage looks. Should be a fascinating matchup, DA.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Cunningham passes to Thompson. And here's Harris outside. The rebound by Atlanta. 4-3. Thompson pulls it in. The Pistons trailing. Kicks it out to Hardaway. And here's Duren for 3. Rebounded by Daniels. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Young misses. Detroit has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. Hardaway, the pass to Duren. And again, no good by Detroit.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And you look at the history of the Hawks, Brent, they've won 1 NBA championship. That was back in 1958.
Yeah, B.A., tough for people in Atlanta to even recognize that because the team wasn't there in 58. They were in St. Louis, and they were led by the great Bob Pettit, who was one of the first really impressive, agile big man of his era.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot 1 more at the line. A big group substitution here for Detroit. Stewart, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Beasley comes in for Thompson. Ivy's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Schroeder in for Kate Cunningham. Now here's Van. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Last season was tough for the Pistons, Brent, setting an NBA record by losing 28 games in a row.
B.A., I'm a glass half full guy. I'm going to go on the bright side. You look at their core. It's led by Kate Cunningham. This guy is ultra talented. He's still in his early 20s. They have a lot of young talent on the roster. They're going to be better, and they play way better in the second half of the year. So how's that for some positivity?
Clock is at 3. A nice shot by Young.
Yeah, Trae's not going to pass up a shot like that.
Pistons trail by 5. And a two-handed jam.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Pass to Capella. And Clint Capella picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Krejci's checked in for Atlanta. Detroit shooting has not been great early, just 27%. Out to Beasley from the arc. The rebound by Krejci. The Hawks lead by 3. Here's Mann. Misses in close.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Here's Krejci, covered by Schroeder. Over to the wing. Here's Niang. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Tobias Harris out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Beasley in at the small forward position. That's the group for Detroit starting the second.
I love Cade Cunningham just playing this way, an electric player when he takes advantage.
Jalen Duren, he's checked in for the Pistons. Thompson comes in for Beasley. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Trae Young comes in for Krejci. Here's Risacher. No points so far. Outside for LeVert. Pass to Okongwu. Stolen by Ivy. Thompson outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And here's Young. 6 points for him. Not going to go that time. Ivy with the defensive effort. And the Pistons shooting 36% for the game. Not great. Man, Brent, when Trae Young is on the floor, his teams put up ridiculous offensive numbers. What makes Trae a difference maker?
Well, I think Trae's relentlessness as an offensive player is hard to defend. I mean, he's so quick with the basketball. He gets into the teeth of the defense and causes so many problems, BA. He sometimes has those stretches where he becomes an offense unto himself.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said, growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in. They're working. They're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Young. Driving in. Blocked!
Yeah, anytime you put the ball up near Duren, there's a chance it ends up back in your face.
Sasser's checked in for the Pistons. Outside Young to end the run. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And looking at Trae Young, Brent, his team's always finished in the top 10 in offensive rating.
Yeah, for Trae, those teams he's played on have normally been in the top 5, along with playing at a top 10 pace. So when he has the ball in his hands and he's coming at you, very difficult to stop. Young's so talented, you're basically guaranteed to have a good offensive team.
And this is what makes Ivy special, his ability to finish with power at the rim.
Outside Young. Pass to Daniels. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Thompson. And he dunks it down.
Get it, young fella. Dyson Daniels has a lot of tools, showing his hops on that one.
Thompson wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Hawks trail by 3. Here's Daniels. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Thompson. Harris on the wing. Takes a three. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Nance. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
The defender's trying to get aggressive because when Larry Nance Jr. gets into that area, he becomes problematic.
Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
And Atlanta misses again. The Pistons leading. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Back to Hardaway. Pass to Sasser. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Holland for 3. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So for the Pistons, Stewart comes in for Duren. And Beasley has subbed in for Sasser. Niang, he's checked in for the Hawks. Krejci comes in for Daniels. Here's Krejci, covered by Schroeder. Screen by Capella. Niang inside. He's against Stewart. And stolen by Hardaway. Pass to Schroeder. And 1:01 left to play in the second quarter. Back to Stewart. And George Niang gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Shot from the inbound. And Hardaway lays it up and in.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
55 seconds left in the first half. Here's Krejci, covered by Schroeder. Niang outside. Just 5 on the clock. Outside man. The Hawks need to get one up here. Here's Krejci. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Detroit has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. That's good from Hardaway on the assist from Schroeder.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
The drive by man and stolen by Beasley. Here's Hardaway. Pass to Beasley. Here's Holland. Back to Beasley. Launches it. And Holland good for 3. And now a 7-point Detroit lead. And so it's Detroit closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. The hustle they've... Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Boy, what a great performance by Trae Young.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
On the floor for Atlanta. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Risache in at the 3 spot. The Pistons lead by 7. To the middle. Here's Duren. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Duren's got 5 now.
Yeah, almost impossible to stop Duren inside. Wow. Just wow.
And Brent, 2 of the best athletes in the league are brothers, Asar and Amin Thompson.
These guys are absolutely off the charts in terms of their elite ability to get up off the floor. And Asar came in a little less heralded than his brother, but he might have a slight advantage in a very important category, and that's shooting the ball. All that athleticism from Tobias Harris showing that time.
The big Big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
With the game on the line, Ice Trey is dangerous, man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I've worked too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you. Oh, stolen by Harris. The three from Thompson. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got his 4th rebound in this one. Takes it inside. Ricochet. Here's Daniels, defended by Hardaway. Poke loose. And now the Pistons in transition. And a miss there on the triple. Hawks trail by 11. Young from long range buries it from 3. He's got 11.
They're often shooting from way beyond the arc. Young easily pops in the short-range 3.
Pass to Okongwu. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
Atlanta shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And some changes here for Detroit. Ivy's checked in for Hardaway. And Sasser subbed in for Cade Cunningham. Gay's checked in for the Hawks. LeVert comes in for Trae Young. Out to Thompson. And there's the rejection. Here's Gay, pounded by Harris. Uses the glass on the layup.
And there's the ability to finish for Ricochet. Nobody scares him at the rim.
It's blocked. And he recovers it. Out to Thompson. Another shot, driving inside, and the layup is good. Thompson's got his first points in this one.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from it.
LeVert goes against Ivy. LeVert up top. Clock at 6. Pass to Okongwu. On the wing, Daniels. Misses the 3. The Pistons lead by 6. Ivy goes in. The 3 from Thompson. That doesn't go either for Thompson. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this 3rd quarter. Well, if the Pistons are going to turn things around, Brent, it needs to start on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's part of it, BA. It's not surprising that they've been in the bottom 5 defensively over the past couple years, and that's what happens when you pile up a bunch of young players who want to prove themselves, and by proving themselves, it usually starts on the offensive end. We'll see if these guys being together start to take some pride in stopping their opponents.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
55 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Schroeder finds Stewart.
Capella, a center who can affect the game defensively every night.
Here he goes to the right side. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holland. Niang, he's checked in for Gay.
Now into the lineup for the Hawks. Number 20.
Goes up off the inbound. There's 39 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Outside man. Second chance effort. And that's 2 points on the layup.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the 1st quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
And it's rejected. LeVert goes against Ivy. Now LeVert. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Nice. That one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Number 12. Tobias Harris.
They swipe it. And here's LeVert for three. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Detroit on top, leading by just. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Isaiah Stewart out there with Tobias Harris. And it's Beasley in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. The kick out to Nance. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got his 4th assist in this one.
Comfortable shooting off the pass that time. Larry Nance Jr. in a catch-and-shoot opportunity.
The Hawks trailing. LeVert right side. Six to shoot. Nance the screen. To take the lead. And it's laid in by LeVert. And the Hawks lead by 1.
Yeah, that's inexcusable. I mean, the defense must push LeVert farther away from the basket than that.
Oh, Cade powers it in. Coming down the stretch. We'll see if someone can capture the lead and hold it.
Yeah, that's been an issue. 5 lead exchanges tonight.
Young with it. Picked up by Cunningham. Harris against Young. To the paint. Here's Nance. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Nance has got 5 points now this quarter.
Terrific at taking some initiative there on the inside portion of the floor was Larry Nance Jr.
Cunningham passes to Harris. The rebound by Atlanta.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Young against Stewart. Back to Niang for 3. And Ivy pulls it down.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And that one's good. Cunningham.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
Up top, Young. He's watched by Cunningham. Nance the screen. Cunningham against Young. Niang outside. And here's LeVert for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Easy to see why they trust LeVert's judgment. Impressive watching him getting it done in a big spot.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And some changes here for Detroit. Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for Beasley. And Tim Hardaway subbed in for Ivy. Again, the miss by the Pistons. The Hawks leading. Young with it. Picked up by Cunningham. Okongwu, a screen on Cunningham. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Risache. Fires the 3. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
How about the rookie, Zachary Risache, delivering a timely bucket?
Here's Cunningham. And it's Cade with the finish inside.
You gotta love what Cade Cunningham as a young star is bringing to this game.
Pass to Risache. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Pistons. Here's Thompson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Young.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for Atlanta?
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
They get the rebound. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
And that really has to lift lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
And he sinks it. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within one. Okongwu, a screen on Cunningham. Young on the drive. Out to the wing. Pass to Daniels. Right side, Young. And here's Johnson. Oh, the trifecta!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Duren, no good. And it's Okongwu off the drive.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The offensive rebound. Pass to Thompson. This one for three. Offensive board. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Three-pointer. The shot won't fall. Knocked loose. And there is a whistle. That goes on Tobias Harris. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And it's Okongwu off the drive. Missed inside. So it's Atlanta picking up the win. Allie, thank you as always.
On these rosters, Doris, some interesting young and upcoming talent. Scary to think, isn't it, how good they might actually be?
Young talent means, Kevin, they have to grow. And the way you grow is playing big-time games against other talented players. So what a great opportunity on both sides against quality competition to see exactly where you're at.
And now Washington's starting group. Sarr out there with George. Then it's Coulibaly. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Poole in at the 1 spot. Shots good by Middleton.
And if you're trying to get the most out of Middleton offensively, put him in catch-and-shoot situations.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Jordan Poole. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Duren. And stolen by Sarr.
And before he had time to bring the ball back in off the pump fake, out, and they're off.
To the middle, here's Coulibaly. And a wide open look for Sarr. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
Already expanding his game. Sarr trying to get better at attacking quickly off the pass.
And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that bad boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town, and those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the bad boys.
Kicks it down to Middleton, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here is Cunningham. Out to Harris. Pistons passing it around. Now here is Hardaway. He's defended by Coulibaly. Harris passes to Hardaway. Good, and Harris gets the assist.
You can see the kind of confidence Hardaway has in his shot. This guy is so fluid in the catch-and-shoot situation.
That one, no good. For Detroit, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Pass to Duren. And Thompson kicks to Hardaway. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Cunningham. Out to Thompson. Harris outside. And a wide open look for Cunningham. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Poole against Cunningham. Good work there as it goes.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there? It just gets to the rack really easy.
Cunningham on the wing. Duren wide open. Out to Hardaway from deep. Thompson passes to Duren. 4 on the clock. Over Sarr. Duren, no good.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Hey guys, the Wizards' #2 overall pick, Alex Sarr, wanted to be in Washington, D.C., and his defense gets him on the court right away. Not to mention, the Wizards are in a rebuild, and if his offense comes along, he could be a foundational piece for this franchise. Everyone's excited to see the development of Alex Sarr.
You're right, a big piece. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Tobias Harris, over the course of his career, has played a lot at both forward positions. He says, I'm comfortable playing both of them. I'm not big on the position thing. I'm versatile. Kevin, he's just a basketball player and a very, very good one.
I would agree, David. I know you like him. We like him as well. A very skilled one at that. Thank you very much. Harris kicks to Hardaway. Thompson outside. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Cunningham against Poole. Kicks it down to Middleton. Jacks up a 3. Drills it from outside. Middleton's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Wizards.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Thompson. Out to Hardaway. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. It's a 3-point game. They've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Poole, the pass to Sarr. Nobody near George. And again, Washington with the triple.
Not a standout part of Sarr's game, but good work recognizing that opening in the defense and making the right read.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Detroit shooting their first free throws of the game. And the first one comes for the Wizards. And so Cunningham nails both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Smart deciding where to go with it. The three. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so the first quarter is in the books. Wizards lead. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Washington.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
They've got Jaden Ivey, Isaiah Stewart out there with Holland. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Beasley in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Boy, we think of Dennis Schroeder as a natural-born scorer, but there he does a great job passing the basketball.
So it's Washington now after the basket by Detroit. Smart passes to Champagnie. Can't connect from short range. And, well, Detroit shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Smart. Gisbert kicks to Smart. And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Harris is checked in for Holland. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Sarr sets the screen for Brogdon. Clock at 6. The Wizards with another miss.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
They now take the lead. Harris has got the lead up to 2 now for Detroit.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
Gisbert wide open. He fires. And the 3 off target. Now here is Harris. He's covered closely. Stewart passes to Harris. Stewart kicks to Harris. Lets it go from deep. And Sarr pulls it down.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Now here's Gisbert. He's guarded by Schroeder. Gisbert, the pass to Brogdon. Lets the 3 fly. He can't get that one. The Pistons have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Harris kicks to Beasley. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Greg, every year injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
And here are the Pistons. Big stretch here going 10-2. Beasley, the pass to Stewart. Takes it inside. Left side, Harris. Stewart with it. Guarded now by Kispert. That's tipped.
Sharp defensive instincts from the rookie. Sarr using those long arms to knock that one away.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Asar Thompson comes in for Malik Beasley. Kay Cunningham's checked in for Ivy. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Holmes checked in. A shot by Thompson. No one's around. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Wizards trail by 4. Middleton outside. Wizards passing it around. They get the rebound. Outside to Brogdon. Bangs home the trifecta. Brogdon's got his first 3 points of the game.
Understand this. If Malcolm Brogdon is on the three-point line, you better get a hand up and contest. Nicely done.
Harris against Brogdon. The kick out to Cunningham. Back to Harris. Three-pointer. Connects from three-point range. Harris has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities. Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
Here's Sasser. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Carrington. Middleton for 3. Good D by Thompson. The kick out to Cunningham. Floats one. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Pistons on top, leading by just 1. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention now to center court. And get ready for the fans. Half-court shot. Drum roll, please.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Nice game, great performance by Harris.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
Here's who Brian Keefe is starting the second half with. Jordan Poole is out there with Koulibaly. Then it's Sarr. Then it's George. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. There's been a lot of turnover in Washington doors over the last few years. Where do you think they go from here?
I think the first thing they're looking for, Kevin, is obviously a cornerstone around which to build your team. Recently, it was Bradley Beal. Now they are looking for someone to step up and be their guy.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Poole. And the layup falls. Poole's got 4 this quarter.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Now, here's Cunningham. 6 points for him. Thompson outside. All sorts of time. Rebounded by the Wizards. Left side, George. Pass to Poole. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Looking back at the 2019 draft, Jordan Poole was picked number 28, and Doris, he's already experienced the highs and lows of the NBA.
Well, Kev, let's remember that was a stacked draft class, and I think what you've seen from Jordan Poole is this incredible ability to hunt shots, to be willing to be a focal point on the offensive end. Let's remember, he's won a championship in his career, and that's something you can never take away.
Kept alive. Here's Koulibaly. Ivy defending. And here's George for 3. Holland with the rebound. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Hardaway with a wide open look, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Bay against Hardaway. Now here's Bay. He's guarded closely.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first free throw of the game.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
Malik Beasley, he's checked in for the Pistons. Then for the Wizards, Champagne's checked in, and it's Johnson in for Koulibaly. In the corner, Ivy with it. George against Beasley. To the paint, here's Holland. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. And now a 4-point Piston lead. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Obviously, the Pistons in the midst of a long rebuild. 2 seasons in a row at the bottom of the league standings. Last season, they had the worst record in this once proud franchise's history. That counts the record-setting 28-game losing streak that they had. It's pretty clear that this could be a long road back to redemption. Kevin?
Yeah, could is the operative word. This could be indeed. David, thank you. Here's Schroeder following the bucket by the Wizards. Here's George. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's on Ron Holland. Detroit making a switch. Sasser's checked in. The Wizards shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. There's 1:26 left to play here in the third. Pass to Stewart. Beyond the arc. And Holland gets it to go. Holland's got 5 points in the quarter. And it's Smart with the ball for Washington. Trailing by 2. Down low. Over to the wing.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pistons?
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
Wizards have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Here's Carrington. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Carrington's got 8 points.
He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the 3-point shot. Boy, don't give him the lights out.
Here's Sasser, guarded by Smart. Back to Sasser. The Pistons working the ball around now. Knocks down the 3 ball. Stewart's got it all tied up now for the Pistons.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Johnson. Outside for Smart. Stewart with the steal. Beasley with a clean look. Can't knock in the 3. Tie game in Detroit. And time for the short break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Inside for him, it's Harris and Durham. Cunningham is out there with Hardaway. And it's Thompson in at the small forward position. That's the group for Detroit right now. That free throw good from Hardaway.
I'll tell you, Tim Hardaway Jr. has shown signs of being a lights-out scorer, and he's got the game to do just that. Out in front now, although he left 1 point on the board right there.
There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger.
Hardaway with it. Picked up by Poole. During the pass to Hardaway. 6 to shoot. Pass to Duren. Over Sarr. Duren, no good.
Boy, what a job defensively. You couldn't play that any better.
Here's Poole. It's hauled in by Harris. The Pistons trailing. Over in the corner, Cunningham. Pass to Hardaway. Harris setting the pick for Hardaway. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
The Wizards have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Poole with it. Hardaway picks him up. Pass to Coulibaly. Kicks it down to Middleton. Coulibaly with it. With the shot. The Wizards with another miss. Here's Hardaway. Good defense by Poole.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Now, here's Poole. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Washington. Poole against Cunningham. Pass to Coulibaly. 5 to shoot. Here's Holmes. From deep, George. Kicks it down to Middleton. This one for 3. Rebound, Detroit. Duren's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Monster points from Thompson. No fear in the big moment.
Here's Poole. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. To the middle. Second shot opportunity. Detroit with the rebound. Harris has got 4 rebounds in this game. Thompson finds Cunningham. Thompson outside. Out to Harris. A 3-ball. Oh, good on that one.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Over in the corner, Poole. Inside. Middleton, the pass to Poole. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Aiden Ivey, he's checked in for Hardaway. The Pistons leading. Cunningham outside. And slam dunk by Harris.
Time and time again, Harris stepping up with plays to help his team. That guy is a gamer.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
Harris against Poole. Here's George. The Wizards with another miss. Pistons leading by 4. Ivy kicks to Cunningham. Thompson from long range. Here's Duren. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, just it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more. Creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Pass to Holmes. It's stolen by Cunningham. And now the Pistons fast break. Here's Duren. Misses the 3. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Poole kicks to Holmes. It's good. And now Now they trail by just 4.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball. Yeah, that's a tough call right there and really a tough break for the D.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. Wizards making a switch here. Sarr's checked in. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you like when a guy calmly steps up, knocks down the free throws, exactly what you want.
Middleton for 3. Rebound, Detroit. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
Good on the triple.
And if Ivy can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover.
Now here's Middleton. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And Thompson puts up a deep 3. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
And so the Pistons take the win.
postseason game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
So a look at our starters for the Wizards. They've got Chris Middleton, Sarr out there with George. Then it's Jordan Poole, and it's Coulibaly in at the 2. Now here's Johnson, 5 to shoot. The Hawks need to get one up here. Daniels, that one's true.
Yeah, a complete offensive player. Daniels can set people up, and he can knock down shots.
Here's Poole. Rebounded by Johnson. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Daniels. The 3 is up. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. And we're about a minute into the first. And you watch Dyson Daniels on the floor, Coach. He's everywhere on defense.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the best guys disrupting offenses and getting deflections. He gets his hands in passing lanes. Effort like that will always find minutes.
Here's Daniels. From outside the arc. That one misses. He's 1 for 3. Daniels is gone. 1 for 3 from the field here. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I caught up with Quinn Snyder. I talked with him about how he's approaching matching up with Jordan Poole tonight, and he said to make sure we don't lose him on defense. We have to talk, and we have to know where he is. Expects his team to be very active and talkative here tonight. Guys?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Grant, you talk about NBA length. Alex Sarr has it in spades.
So many young bigs we're seeing these days. He combines that length with some guard skills as well. And that's a very intriguing package.
Now here's Young. Pass to Rizachet. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Right side, Coulibaly. George against Johnson. Middleton. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Daniels passes to Young. Outside Johnson. Here's Daniels. Coulibaly defending. Young from long range. And Atlanta misses again.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Here's Poole. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And when it comes to assists, Young is on another level. He's got such a gift for feeding his guys.
And it's Coulibaly missing. The Hawks leading. 1:56 left in the first quarter here. Johnson a screen on Poole. A nice shot by Young.
Nice work inside from Young. Not afraid of trying his luck down there.
To the inside, Middleton. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
It's Johnson with a drive. The 3 from Rizachet. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, that's what Rizachet is out here to do. He is first and foremost a three-point shooter. A good one at that.
Coach, when you talk about the Atlanta Hawks, you got to start with Trae Young.
One of the most exciting players to watch in the NBA, Brian. He can shoot the ball from anywhere on the floor. He's a great ball handler and one of the most creative passers in the game.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Young, the pass to Daniels. Back to Young. Now Okongwu. To the middle. Daniels, that one's true. Daniels has got 5 now.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Kicks it out to Middleton. Sinks it from distance.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Johnson inside. George defending. There's 25 seconds left in the opening quarter. The three from Rizashe. Washington with a rebound. Outside Koulibaly. Pass to Sar. Poole outside. And the ball out of play. The Hawks will have it. 7 seconds left in the first. And here's LeVert for three. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
Terrence Mann is out there with George Niang. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Karis LeVert, and it's Krejci in at the one spot. So that's the Hawks 5. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
He drops it from range.
A great decision from Smart. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
Screen by Capella. LeVert outside. Outside man from deep. Gets the three ball to go. Man's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Smart. No made baskets yet. And the foul called on Karis LeVert. That's his first foul. And Atlanta making a change here. Nance is checked in. Sar's checked in for Washington. Johnson comes in for Kispert. Pass to Johnson. There's the three. And it's Niang with the rebound. Atlanta leading by 3. LeVert outside. Out of bounds, it'll be Wizards ball. Young, he's checked in for Krejci. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Carrington. He's checked by LeVert. Washington again can't hit. And Young has got the ball here for the Hawks. Fires for 3. And Bay pulls it down.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Johnson with it. Nance covering. Smart for 3. The rebound by Atlanta. And Grant, when you play the Wizards, you better be ready to run.
BA, they like to speed you up. They force you to play at their pace. And on the flip side, that gives you open floor opportunities as well.
And here's LeVert for 3, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
That's a big make for LeVert. Should help his confidence.
Young against Smart, down low. Outside Johnson. Pass to Bay. 6 on the shot clock. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Smart against Young. Shots blocked.
And as Sar gets older, he'll learn how to use his length even more. And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
LeVert outside. Back to man. Pass to Nance. The 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Washington trailing. Up top Bay. The kick out to Johnson. Takes the three. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
Young against Smart. Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. Ricochet comes in for LeVert. Young looking over the floor. Nance outside. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Smart for 3. And it's Niang with the rebound. Atlanta's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Brogdon with the ball, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Nance, the pass to Niang. 20 seconds left in the second period. Driving to the basket to get back on track. Back to Nance. It's rebounded by Washington. It's picked off. He gets it up. And it's good.
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
We're not going to halftime just yet. The officials signaling that they are going to take a look at this replay.
While this call may not decide the game, we always prefer to get it right.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Wizards up 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Karis LeVert.
You know, I'm not really sure what defenders can do to slow him down. He's just too skilled.
Well, he's a problem, no doubt about it. One that opposing teams have to grapple with every time he takes the floor.
And so in the game for Washington, George out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly. Then there's Sarr. And it's Poole in at the point. Connects from downtown. Ricochet's got 6 points.
So good off the catch. The defense has to guard Ricochet better than this.
And picked 20th back in 2021. Jalen Johnson might end up being the steal of that draft, Coach.
Well, look, Brian, when we see guys take a big jump like Johnson has, it's usually because they have shot the ball better like he has. He's really blossomed during his third year and still has plenty of room to grow.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Atlanta shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. Despite ups and downs, the Atlanta Hawks have remained in the hunt season to season, Stan.
Well, Brian, this team has a lot of resilience. They're scrappy, they're hardworking, and it's helped them stay on the margins, at least, of the playoff picture.
I mean, the versatility of Middleton. Not just a scorer, also a solid passer and distributor.
It's good. And the Hawks lead by 2.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Three-pointer, no good. For Washington, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Poole gets it in close.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. The kick out to Johnson. Back to Young. Pass to Daniels. 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by George. The Wizards have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. There's a screen. Inside. And that comes off the assist by Middleton. And now it's a 4-point Washington lead.
You're working the two-man game with Middleton. They trust him to make those good reads.
Young with it. Guarded now by George. Daniels, that one's true. Daniels has got 8.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Middleton against Okongwu. Offensive rebound. George scanning the floor. Poole outside. Tries again. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now. It's Daniels with a drive. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Tons of first-step quickness from Daniels.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Jalen Johnson is developing the complete game. He said, I watched the guys who do everything. That's my mindset. I want to be at least solid in every department. And then keep building on that, adding bits and pieces here and there. Brian, his versatility is already drawing attention league-wide.
Yeah, there's no question about that, Allie. Thank you. And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Holmes is checked in. Pass to Krejci. And the Hawks with another 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
The Hawks lead by 3. And 1:01 left in the third. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Wizards. The Wizards have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Holmes against Capella. Picked by Holmes. Here's Poole. Pass to Middleton. The steal. LeVert outside. And here's Capella from deep three-point land. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Holmes, guarded by Capella. On the wing man. Now here's Capella. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. LeVert left side. Off target from outside. Outside Coulibaly. And that's not gonna go. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Clint Capella, Dyson Daniels out there with Karis LeVert. Then it's Rizichet, and it's Okongwu in at the 5 down low. So that's the Hawks 5.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And Atlanta making a change here. Johnson's checked in.
Well, Brogdon was not messing around there. The defense is right up on him, and he still finds the finish.
Okongwu, a screen on Brogdon. On the wing, Daniels. Shot clock at 5. The 3. It's hauled in by Carrington. The Wizards trail by 4. Oh, Brogdon gets a step. Champagny. The layup off target. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Here's Rizachet, defended by Kispert. And here's LeVert for three. Kispert grabs a miss. And for the Wizards, they're shooting a nice 50% for the game.
And that is why you want the ball in Brogdon's hands, running your offense.
Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Daniels. The three from Rizachet. Fires in the triple.
Pretty confident from any position on the arc. Rizachet just loves getting the chance to shoot the three.
Kispert, right side. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And so it's Bay who brings up the ball for Washington. Trailing by 2. Brogdon into the lane, to the inside.
The all-around game of Brogdon. I mean, he's all for doing what's best for the team. A selfless passer.
Brogdon against LeVert. Johnson a screen on Brogdon. LeVert passes to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Over to the left wing. Bay passes to Champagny. Back to Bay. Here's Carrington. Right side Johnson. And out of bounds, the Wizards will take it.
What a costly turnover. Those are the ones that keep you up at night.
Young, he's checked in for the Hawks. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Sarr's checked in for Bay. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Brogdon drives in. Pass to Carrington. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Ooh, important points from Sarr. And just great recognition of the moment. Don't see that in a lot of young players. Wow.
Here's Daniels. Beyond the arc. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got 3 assists in the game.
And how about Daniels embracing the spotlight? He loves hitting these big-time shots.
Here's Sarr. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Sarr's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, he did it in France, and he'll do it here, too. Sarr showing no hesitation being a rookie.
Now the Wizards in transition. Here's Carrington. And there's the lob. Stolen by Young. Here's the break. And there's a 3-second violation.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
The Hawks making a switch here. LeVert's checked in. Here are the Wizards now with the ball. It's a 1-point game. Poole outside. The rebound by Atlanta. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
And that's an intentional foul.
I can't believe that took so long. They needed to foul much sooner.
So the first one drops, and that'll put them up 2. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, at this point, they're going to have to go for the 3 and try to force OT.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get it quickly.
Middleton from the outside. He's off from three. And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Team score.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, leaving this one out of reach.
Here's Poole. Misses off the right iron. So it's Atlanta picking up the win. Thanks, Alec. Great.
In this one, Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Thompson and Harris are their forwards. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the center, locking down the middle. Young from outside, buries it from three-point range.
And Young's not shying away from any shot, but especially from long range. That's his meal ticket.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to speak with Quinn Snyder just before the game. We talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean we have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams too. Everything is on the table tonight. Let's see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thank you, David. And the Hawks have been part of the play-in tournament 3 consecutive seasons.
Yeah, since that run, Kevin, in the 2021 conference finals, it has been tough sledding for Atlanta. They've really been stuck in middling in that 7 to 10 range, which is forcing you to play some tough opponents in those early rounds. They have not overcome that.
Pistons have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Out to Hardaway. Fires the 3. Johnson with the rebound. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Cunningham against Young. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Young passes to Johnson. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And look at that. The vision is why Trae Young can get you double-digit assists.
To the right side. Duran, no good. And the Hawks with possession. It's Young on the wing. Back to Johnson. It's stolen by Cunningham. A pull-up. Harris dishes to Hardaway. Duran, the pass to Hardaway. Shot clock at 5. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Johnson against Harris. Pass to Okongwu. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Cunningham. And here's Harris from the arc. Offensive rebound. Takes a 3. Cunningham's shot is off. Here's Atlanta now. Okongwu kicks to Young. The long distance 3 is buried. And it's 6 points for Trae Young.
Trae Young's dangerous because he's got that confidence and he's ready to shoot anytime he gets it.
Out to Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. Detroit, no good that time either. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Hawks. 3-point lead. And here in the first quarter with a little over 3.5 minutes played. And when you take a look at Jalen Duran, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Daniel from outside. Detroit with the rebound. Thompson right side. Back to Hardaway. And again, it's the Pistons missing. The Atlanta leading by 3. Puts up a deep 3. Johnson's shot is off. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Shea with the steal. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Got that bucket in no time at all. 9 points for Trae Young.
Every single inch of his range on that one.
Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Pistons. Duran's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Thompson sets the pick for Harris. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Puts up a deep 3. Johnson's shot is off.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Atlanta Hawks. He delivered 9 points from 3-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. We come back right after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. We've got Isaiah Stewart, Malik Beasley out there with Holland. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Ivy in at the 2 guard.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Holland. He's covered by Niang. Ivy, no one around him. It's good. This game is all even. Ivy's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And if Ivy can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover.
Young looking around. LeVert from outside. The Hawks again can't hit. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Hawks have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Brent, something the Detroit Pistons unit does so well is push the pace in their game.
Yeah, you love to lean into young players and that vibrant athleticism, but you also have to understand that playing fast comes with quick decision making, and sometimes those don't always go hand in hand. The experience that these guys will have in their growth together and how soon it is that they realize they can help each other, it's going to push them places faster and further than they even realize.
Man passes to Capella. Back to Man. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. And the Hawks lead by 4.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Kicks it out to Beasley. 3-pointer. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
He really has a nice stroke as Beasley's jumper is able to fall.
Young passes to Capella. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Detroit has gotten gold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Schroeder passes to Stewart. Beasley against Young. Pass to Holland, and here's Schroeder. 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Beasley. Fires the 3. That one's a miss. His 3rd shot of the game. He's made 1 of them. It's stolen by Schroeder. Beasley with it to the inside. In the corner, Ivy with it. Here's Schroeder. Here's Beasley. Here's Holland. Scoreless thus far. Shot clock at 6. Stewart misses. The Hawks leading. Young from outside sinks the 3-pointer. Hey, Bones, what do you think is a part of the game that some casual fans don't really understand that well?
Well, Kevin, outside of the contest right here in front of us, let's think about the long schedule that teams are dealing with. How many times the coaches employ different lineups and strategies so that by the end of the year, they have optionality in what they can do on the floor. I know it's about defending the post and the 3-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
For Atlanta, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Here's Man. Off target from outside.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Stewart finds Ivy. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Man passes to Capella. Young outside from downtown. Beasley with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Hits the 3-point bomb.
Well, Schroeder likes to drive first, now establishing the shoot first confidence. Love watching him rise up immediately after the catch.
Young in the corner to the wing right side. Niang. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Beasley outside. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Here's Holland. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Detroit. They lead by a bucket. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
The front court is Shea and Johnson. Young is out there with Daniels. And it's Okongwu in at the center position. That's the group starting the 2nd half for Quinn Snyder.
Cunningham really good with his physical advantage and trying to wreak some havoc defensively and using it.
Duren, no good.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And when it comes to Jalen Duren, Brent, is it fair to say some teams regretted not drafting him?
Well, maybe a handful, Kevin. I mean, there's a particular way that you want to play or use that position with how you get out there offensively. Jalen is a proven big. This guy is physical, strong, and can rebound and gives you a different presence on the inside. And that's Cunningham coming back with the rapid response.
And there's Daniel. That's good on the assist from Young. Daniels has got the game tied up here for the Hawks. Cunningham kicks to Hardaway. Back to Cunningham. Pass to Hardaway. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got 6 rebounds now in the game. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Now it's a 3-point Atlanta lead.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, Jalen Duren, a physical specimen, is improving the finer points of his game, including his vision. He said, I feel like I've always been a good passer. I've developed more of that as my young career has gone on, understanding the league better and how to win. Kevin?
Yeah, DA, you know, it takes time, but nice to see his development. Thompson finds Cunningham. Now Duren, covered by Okongwu. Shots good by Duren.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area. Really keeps the defense honest.
Oh, man, that is just easy for him out there. At his size, with that kind of touch, that is money.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
Daniel from outside. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Hardaway for 3. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to Daniel. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
The Hawks making a switch here. Krejci's checked in. Marcus Esser's checked in for the Pistons. Duren up top. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Harris finds Thompson. 3-pointer. Again, the miss by the Pistons. The Hawks trail by 3. Lets it go from deep. And the basket by Krejci. Krejci's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Cunningham with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. 65 seconds left in the third quarter. And the foul on Marcus Sasser. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Stewart's checked in for Duren. Malik Beasley comes in for Asar Thompson. And it's Jaden Ivey in for Cunningham. Here's LeVert. Atlanta again missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Beasley dishes to Harris. 29 seconds left to play in the third. Detroit, no good that time either. Hawks have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. For Detroit, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Beasley for 3. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Here's Mann. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Mann has got 5 now. Ivey on the wing. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Pistons trail by 3, and on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. We've got Dennis Schroeder, Isaiah Stewart out there with Harris. Then it's Malik Beasley, and it's Ivey in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Gay. Off the mark and a bad shot there. And Beasley has the ball here for the Detroit Pistons. Harris finds Schroeder. Harris setting the pick for Schroeder. Good on the 3-point shot. Schroeder's got it all tied up now for the Pistons.
This is why Schroeder has the ball in that situation. If the pick comes, he knows how to capitalize.
And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. A different look here for Detroit. Jalen Duren comes in for Isaiah Stewart. And it's Asar Thompson in for Beasley. Kicks it out to Schroeder. And here's LeVert. The Hawks again can't hit. Harris outside. Ivey on the wing. Back to Harris. Shoots the 3. Atlanta with the rebound. On the wing, Daniels. He's covered by Thompson. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's on Asar Thompson. And the Hawks making a change here. Okongwu's checked in. Cunningham, he's checked in for Detroit. And he nails the 3rd.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
Johnson against Harris. Cunningham passes to Thompson. And Harris wide open. He shoots. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Atlanta has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. LeVert from outside. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
Confident and composed on the 3-point shot at a critical juncture.
Out to Harris from outside the arc. Drains the 3-pointer.
A solid 3-point marksman. Harris has that inside-outside offensive game.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. LeVert against Cunningham. From deep 3-point territory. And it's LeVert missing. Detroit's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Harris outside. The kick out to Cunningham. 4 on the shot clock. To take the lead. Rebounded by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got rebound number 10 tonight with that basket. Johnson's shot is off. The Pistons trailing. Doubled by Okongwu. Duren the pass to Ivey. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Hawks. LeVert up top. Ivy defending.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Again, the miss by the Pistons. Atlanta's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Traps in the tray.
And LeVert with that slashing approach coupled with the outside shot. Boy, he is not an easy cover.
Thompson for the triple. LeVert grabs the miss.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Young's checked in for the Hawks. And a switcher also for Detroit. Hardaway's checked in. And a deep three from Young. No good on the quick three.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Thompson passes to Duran. Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. Here's Thompson. And that's good off the glass that time.
Monster points from Thompson. No fear in the big moment.
Young with the ball. Now defended by Cunningham. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Cunningham outside. Here's Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
Man, his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
Harris LeVert's checked in for Daniels.
Not only ties it up with the hoop, but puts them in front now with the free throw. That could be the play of the game if they come out on top.
A three.
Great denial. Cunningham using every inch of that reach.
And Young kicks to Johnson. It's stolen by Cunningham. Pass to Thompson. To Duran. Now Thompson. Duran with the screen on Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Money!
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Young passes to LeVert. Here's Rizachet. They can't stop the run with that one. Outside Hardaway. And a miss there on the triple.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
Now this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
And so the big win by Detroit in a tight game.